What's going on, guys? Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. So in this video, we're going to be talking about some of what's happening with the meme stocks and something that I'm potentially planning to do, right? So you can see that Gamestop is absolutely skyrocketing after Roaring Kitty returns, right? Basically, he posted a picture on Twitter first time after 3 years, and the stocks just went absolutely bonkers, right? You can see that Gamestop is up 400% in the past month. Obviously, most of the move came somewhere here, right? So it's after his tweet, right? So you can see $17 to basically here at the peak, it was like $60+, I think. Yeah, $65. And I think it even went higher than that, right? And you can take a look at AMC, but this is also a cautionary note, right? Because you can see that AMC actually intraday it was $13, right? And a lot of people are buying it at all these prices, right? Because the volumes are spiking like crazy. So it's $13 and it ended the day at $6, right? So we don't know what price it'll open tomorrow. Maybe it'll open up, maybe it'll open down. But my point is just that don't invest or speculate with more than you can risk, right? Because if it's, let's say, 1-2% of your portfolio and it does something like this, right? This is basically a Solana meme coin. And you know, meme coins have been really big in Solana and crypto recently. This is up a 35x in 14 days. Obviously, when you bought it, it was like what, 5 million market cap or 3 million market cap, something like that, right? So that's something to think about, right? Don't invest more than you can risk. And obviously, you can't do this with huge amount of capital, right? If it's 3 million market cap and the volume is what, 600,000, you can't be putting like 1 million in, right? So you won't, if you have a million, you can't even do a 30x or something like that, right? But it is good for small amounts of money and making a lot of money, right? So this is the part that I'm going to talk about. I just Googled what's the highest short interest stock, and this is SunPower Corporation, right? And spoiler alert, the fundamentals are total dog shit. So if you don't mind me saying that, but obviously right now we are not trading the fundamentals, right? And this is something that I potentially want to put a bit of money in, right? Because you can see that in the past, actually, I was quite quick to dismiss moves like this. But you can see, obviously, in the long term, it's not working out to be a good investment, right? AMC is the poster child of this, right? From the peak in 2021, it's down a staggering, let me see if I can get it. Okay, never mind. Just there, right? You can see that it's down a staggering 97%. And that's not even the peak, right? So probably it's down like 99%. So again, don't invest more than you can lose. But my point stands, right, that maybe we're somewhere here and the move is still like 500% up. So that is a potential for all these stocks, right? So let me run through SunPower and why I found it to be maybe a potential play this morning. So my plan is tomorrow when it opens up, I'm going to take a few basis points as a position of my portfolio. And this is just a trade, right? Again, don't mistake trading and investing, right? Because if you're trading, you can trade these moves. Let's say here, up 50%. But you can see that over the long term, the fundamentals are just not there, right? So you can see that SunPower Corporation actually has a lot of short interest, right? So 42 million, 39 million, 39 million. These are like the days to cover, right? Basically, it would take short sellers like 7 or 8 days to cover, right? And my intuition is that this first move is really not over yet, right? And a lot of short sellers will be covering just on the basis that they don't want to get squeezed out, right? So that is one of my upsides of doing this, right? So I think when a dummy like me can figure out how to Google what is the highest short float company, right? It's 95%, right? But apparently it's only like 80 to 90%. So these numbers may be wrong. But basically, it's a very, very high number, right? And it takes the short sellers a lot of days to cover up the shorts, right? So probabilistically, high chance of making money, and if not, I lose some money, right? Because you can see that if it went back down to where it was trading before, maybe I lose 50%, right? And that's a risk that I'm willing to stomach because the upside is just so big, right? Imagine if it does something like not even GME, but imagine if it triples or even if it doubles, the risk to reward is already 1, right? Which makes it sort of worth it to do. So this is something that I'm looking to do, right? So my thoughts are that some of the momentum will from GameStop and AMC and all these bigger ones, right? Maybe BYBIT and beyond. I don't even know whether that stock is still around, honestly. will trickle down into some of these smaller ones with higher short interest, and people will want to squeeze them out of their shorts because people just hate short sellers for some reason. Then I stand to make a lot of profit, right, if you're holding something like this. And you can see that if it is gonna make a move, this move is barely starting, right? And this is why I picked something like SunPower over maybe GME or AMC, right? Because you can see that GME and AMC are the obvious things that people will go for, and it's already up 300% in the past few days, right? So the risk there is very high that a lot of it has been priced in, right? But something like SunPower has only moved like double, and I'm saying only, but compared to all these moves, obviously it's a very small move, and the market cap is still relatively small and illiquid. So I think this can move a lot, right? But I don't think this time around it will be as crazy, but maybe it is already as crazy as last time, because a lot of the stimulus checks and a lot of the money from the brokerage accounts have been drained out, right? Because people are struggling all around the world, right? Not only in America, right? In my opinion anyways. And I think a lot of the volume actually is coming from all the institutional traders, right? Because maybe they are looking to get out of their short position, and in the case of GME and AMC, they're only like 20% of the float, right? But obviously if you have a 1 or 2% short position and this happens, right, basically 3x in 2 days, right, it's very painful. First of all, let's say you have 100 million fund, right? Now you lost what, 4 million in 2 days, and that's like 4% of your fund. And obviously you will lower the amount of exposure, right? Because you can't just do whatever you want when you have investors, right? So you have certain rules that you have to stick to. So I think a lot of the volume is coming from institutionals covering, and I think a lot of the volume is also coming from institutionals trading, right? Because obviously you may have seen some posts like 7 million in option gains in like 2 days or something like that. So that is something that I think a lot of institutions will look to take part in, and this is my way of taking part in it, right? So yeah, with that being said, that's about all I wanted to share today. If you did enjoy the video, do help me smash up the like button, hit subscribe, and also hit the bell button. And hopefully I will update you guys with I don't know, a 1000% gain on this SunPower stock, right? So with that being said, have a fantastic day ahead and peace out.